One of the things I most love about the Open University is that whilst there is a lot of printed material, there's also a lot of audiovisual material. Now, I'm someone who likes to learn by talking to people and by watching things. So here today, I have met Dan Weinbren, the author of the Open University, A History, and we're in the Open University Library at Milton Keynes. Dan, you wrote this book. You must have read so many interesting stories and uncovered so much research in your quest to write such a long account of the Open University. What was it like writing this book?
It was really fascinating because it allowed me to go around and interfere, poke my nose into all sorts of areas of the university and talk to people and ask them intrusive questions, and also to get a sense of what was important, why the university was here at all, and how people have learnt over years. Because one of the things about all those videos you've watched over all those years is they've all been retained. So you can see how people were taught back in the 1970s and subsequently. And I found that really interesting to see that change in how people have understood learning.
And here we are by some of the previous archives of ways that the Open University has engaged with teaching and how we have come on since this time, but also many of these were very innovative at the time. What's one piece here that most strikes you?
I quite like this. It's a very simple microscope. It's relatively cheap, small, portable, and you can't do very much wrong with it. But what it does is it allows you to study slides at home. The man who invented it had thought about this when he was in the jungle in South America in the 1930s. He needed something like this for when he was walking around. He then was imprisoned during the war in a Japanese prison camp and came up with a design and idea whilst he was there. He marketed it after the war, and he was selling a few hundred a year, not very many. It was a small metal box. And suddenly he got a call from the Open University in 1969 saying, "Quick, we've got thousands of students who are going to need some equipment. Can you market these? Can you make these out of plastic? And can we post them out across the country?" He obliged, he got it sorted out, and they sent these out. And this sort of machine here enabled people to scientists, not just to be white-coated men in laboratories, but actually to be in their own homes. So this allowed them to engage in proper experimentation without leaving their house. It meant that the university came to everybody's front room. And I remember it myself because in that time, my mum became one of the first Open University students. And she had one of these. It's quite annoying for me because I wanted her to be cooking my tea, and instead she was sitting in the kitchen studying all sorts of bits of sheep's brain in the front room. So it's got a personal attachment, but also I think it transforms learning, and that's why I really like it.
Now, there have been so many people who've been very important in both the generation of the Open University and how it's developed over the years. Shall we take a tour around campus and you can tell me about some of those people and why they were so significant?
Yeah, that would be really good. Thank you.